Hey there, welcome back to my channel. How many of you love to talk to Google, Siri or Alexa? Most of you, right? Personally, I love to talk to Google assistants. Hey Google, what's the time now?
7:11 p.m.
Hey Google, play a song for me.
Playing some music on Google Play Music.
It's very useful, right? Let's try something new. Hey Google, turn on the table lamp.
Okay, turning on the table lamp.
Hey Google, turn off the table lamp.
Okay, turning off table lamp.
Isn't it interesting? We can control any device by using Google Assistants. Let's try one more time. Hey Google, turn on the table lamp.
Okay, turning on the table lamp.
Okay Google, turn off the table lamp.
Okay, turning off table lamp.
Now how to do this? You can turn on any device by using Google Assistants. It is very simple. I will tell you how to do it. I built this by using ESP8266 module, and I have used a relay module to here. This is a relay module. Now this ESP8266 is connected to the Wi-Fi, obviously to my phone Wi-Fi, and this relay module will control the table lamp or any device. You can connect any device, and this relay rating is a 250 volt 10 ampere. This relay rating is 250 volt 10 ampere. So you can control any device within this range, or you can use higher rating relays also, or you can make this as an auxiliary relay, and you can connect power contactor. You have to control the power contactor coil by using this relay, and you can control any device of any rating. To control through Google Assistants, you have to use if this then that concept in Google Assistants. Let's see how to do it. Here how you control the device through Google Assistant's voice command. Now to control the device, you need first a relay. Relay is an electromechanical device. Now if you consider the relay, it has a coil and it has a three contacts. One is a normally open, another one is a normally closed, and here it is a common. The relay I am using is a 5 volt, means its coil is energized by 5 volt DC. So here you have to connect 5 volt DC. Once you give a 5 volt DC to this coil, it will get energized, and whatever the normally closed the contact, it will move this side and this will get connected. So here if the bulb is connected like this and it is connected to phase, you have to connect a neutral here. So once this switch will close, the bulb will get neutral, and from that side it is getting phase, so this bulb will glow. Similarly, if you want to control the higher rating devices, you have to use a power contactor, and for power contactor, if say this is a coil and here this is a power contactor RYB. So you have to connect a relay like this, and here it is a phase and here it is a neutral, and here it is a coil. So once this coil will get energized, this relay will get energized with phase and neutral, that is a 230 volt AC. This coil will get energized and this switch will close, and here the motor will run. This is a higher rating motor. You can control like this. Now how to control this relay? So this relay is controlled by ESP8266 module. This is a ESP8266 module. This module is controlling the relay coil. So this is a Wi-Fi module which is connected to cell phone through Wi-Fi. So in cell phone you have to use a blind cap you have to use a blank app to control the relay through the cell phone. This is a manual control. If you press a switch on your cell phone, it will give command to the ESP8266, and in turn ESP8266 will turn on the relay. So this is a manual control. Now how to control through Google Assistance? So this Google Assistance, you cannot control the ESP8266 through the Google Assistance or this blank app. So in between you need a intermediate thing, and that intermediate thing is called IFTTT. So the Google Assistance command is given to IFTTT if then, if this, then that. So it will give command to this IFTTT will give a command to blank app, and blank app in turn it will give command to ESP8266. Then ESP8266 will control the relay. So we will see how to set up this blank app and this IFTTT concept. Now we will see how to set up the blank app. Open the blank app, go to new project, choose the project name, say device control. Then here you choose Node MCU. Okay, then create a project. So it has sent auth token to my email ID. Auth token is very important. Now add gadgets. I will add push button, drag and drop. Now edit a push button. Here pin is a digital pin. I am using D7, so I will choose a D7. Okay, I will use a switch button. You can choose button name here, say device control. I will use same name. Now this setup is okay. Go back, then play a button. So once you play a button, it is ready to control the device. Now we will see how to set up IFTTT for Google Assistance. To set up IFTTT, we have to go to ifttt.com. From there we have to go to create, then add, search for Google Assistance, open it, then say a simple phrase. Then here you have to write turn on the table lamp. There is optional also, another way to say it, and also another option. So in response we have to write anything you can write. Okay, turning on the table lamp. So you have to create the trigger. After that you have to go to webhooks, then here you have to write a URL. This is important. Here you have to write blank app web address. You have to write a blank app web address. If you go to their web address page, you will get it. After that, here your auth token, you have to auth token you have to write. Then you have to write update, and here the digital pin D7. Method you have to select put, content type you have to take application JSON, and in body you have to use square bracket, and inside this one you have to write to turn on the device, and create action. So this is a setup required for the IF-TTT. Now we will see the code in Arduino IDE. In Arduino IDE, this code has been written. Here you have to enter the auth code here, enter auth token from email. Here this 3 star marks, we have to enter the auth token from your email. Then your Wi-Fi network name should be written here, and network password is written here. After this, in loop section, this is a blank dot run only thing we have to write. We have to set the serial baud rate to 9600. Here blank dot design auth SSID, it will take auth SSID and the password from here. Regarding the coding is this much. After doing all this, you can control any device. Hey Google, turn on the table lamp.
Okay, turning on the table lamp.
Okay Google, turn off the table lamp.
Okay, turning off table lamp.
Thank you for watching the video.